that bail and get out. So really, the bail is for poor people. What's up, Pat? How you feeling, man?
Hey, this is a shout out to the whole.
Eh, I'm sorry.
This Pope, he's not just old; he's kind of scary looking. He's
I ain't
like the
gonna
Pope from
lie.
a movie.
I ain't gonna lie. He totally is scary looking, and he does look like he's from one of those scary movies. I swear to God.
When
And
he's
I've
got
been thinking
those,
that since
I
he
think
got
he's
in
one
there.
of the. I think
when
he's
he's got
one of the
those little red
first.
and white spinners on, it looks like he's like some Pope from the Umbrella Corporation or something.
Yeah, one of those
Well, I think he's
movies.
one of the first German popes. Like he was a what did you call it before you can even be a pope? Shoot, I forget what that's called.
It's like clergy or whatever. Let's look
A
him up.
cardinal, a cardinal. When he,
Cardinal.
yeah, when he was a cardinal, you know, but he was. I mean, from everything, it looks like he's like probably one of the more pure, if you can say even say that about a human being, but one of the like more righteous. You know what I'm saying? He was more righteous and upset because, like I said, he poured poured out who knows how much history. When y'all get a chance, pull up because and maybe that's something I can share with y'all because there's things like we could actually go through it and read it. So like anybody that's really listening, we might get well. You know what? We might get pulled down for reading that on because it's so much stuff that says there because they talk about the America Minor, America Major, like because there's a real government called the United States of America, and then there's the subsidiary of the United States that was kind of the corporate portion of it. Because at one point, like before Lincoln, or since Lincoln, there was no real government called like the United States of America ended with the bankruptcy of Lincoln. And ever since then, they've been creating BS, like corporations out of it instead of it being an actual government. So he goes through all of that and trying to explain to the people like this is a public announcement to the world to let everybody know what's really going on. So, and he's the guy that did it.
Well, I agree that the corporations are running the United States. I agree with that part. Freaking Pope Francis, that's
What,
his name,
what,
right?
yeah, what part you don't
This,
agree with?
He's talking about America Incorporated.
yeah, I get it. Pope Francis is the guy's name, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is Wikipedia. I know a lot of people hate Wikipedia, but it's easy for me to read it, and it's like the information is going to be similar. So that's my disclaimer. All right. Um, Pope Francis, it says, is the head of the Catholic Church. He has been the Bishop of Rome and sovereign of the Vatican City State since 13th March 2013. Francis is the first pope to be member of the Society of Jesus, the first of the Americas, the first from the Southern Hemisphere, and the first pope from outside Europe since Gregory III, a Syrian who reigned in the 8th century. Born in Buenos Aires,
God
Argentina,
bless you.
Bergoglio worked for a time as a bouncer and a janitor as a young man before training to be a chemist and working as a technician in a food science library. After recovering from a severe illness, he was inspired to join Society of Jesus, Jesuit, in 1958. He was ordained a Catholic priest in 1969, and from 1973 to 79 was the Jesuit provincial superior in Argentina. He became the Archbishop of Buenos Aires in 1998 and was created a cardinal in 2001 by Pope John II. He led the Argentine church during the December 2001 riots in Argentina, the administration of Nestor Kirchner and Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner considered him to be a political rival. Following the resignation of Pope Benedict on February 22, 13, Papal Conclave elected Bergoglio as his successor on March 13th. He chose Francis as his papal name in honor of Saint Francis of Assisi. Throughout his public life, Francis has not been noted for his humility, emphasis on God mercy, international visibility as pope, concern for the poor, and commitment to interreligious dialogue. He is credited with having less formal approach to papacy than the predecessors. For instance, choosing to reside in the Domus Sanctae Marthae guest house rather than the papal apartments of the apostolic palace used by previous popes. So that sounds good. Like he's like more humble than if he doesn't want to live in a big old palace.
Yeah, because he didn't want to follow the lines of all of the what he would consider the evil within the Vatican.
They didn't say the part about him being German. I was kind of looking for that. They said at the top that he wasn't. What did they say? He was the first, like you were saying, the first pope not from, where is that at? Southern Hemisphere, first pope from Europe. Not, he says first pope from outside Europe. So, but that's not
Okay, so that
saying.
means he's not. Yeah, I mean, because Germany is Europe, right?
Not technically. When they say Europe, I don't know that they're always including Germany.
Okay. Yeah, because they will say Western powers or whatever, but
Yeah, because ever since
either
World
way,
War II, Germany is like, they like, nah, you're not one of us, bruh.
well,
Y'all
Dude,
I
tripping.
wouldn't I wouldn't say that.
it's
I
in
wouldn't say
Central
that.
Europe. Yes, it's Europe.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that, but
It's
because I
kind of
mean
like
that's
saying Tennessee isn't part of America
Yeah.
just because we don't like them.
I like Tennessee.
Or Florida.
I like
Hey,
Florida.
what's wrong with old people and their parents?
It was Brianna Joy Gray on the Hill talking about, the title of it is How Austerity Politics